And we were just talking about the battle moving to court. Now TMC's plea is before the Calcutta High Court in the IPAC case. And that has been accessed by CNN News 18, where the plea has called ED's action malafide, colorable and arbitrary. The plea also alleges that ED during the searches had seized confidential data pertaining to 2026 West Bengal elections, further saying that such election data has no connection with any scheduled offence. Let me take this across to my colleague Ananya Bhatnagar. Ananya, interesting details that you have managed to access for CNN News 18. This plea is rather scathing. It is not just targeting the Enforcement Directorate, but it is also making that in fact comparison and the connection that the ED is working on behest of BJP, because even the West Bengal Chief Minister had gone on record and made certain remarks against the Union Home Minister.
Well, absolutely. In fact, if we go by the history of West Bengal, at least till the Mamata Banerjee government has been there, ED and Mamata Banerjee have been like, in fact, a snake and mongoose combination. You know, it's a kind of enemy trail that has been existing for quite a long time, whether it's the Rose Valley scam or you know, various other scams that were erupted in the state of West Bengal. We've always seen that, you know, there is a showdown that happens between the West Bengal police and the Enforcement Directorate, and in fact, the political war was also down to this. But as far as this petition that's been filed before the Calcutta High Court is concerned, it is very, very clear that the Trinamool Congress has gone on to say that there have been certain documents that have been picked up by the Enforcement Directorate, which are with regards to the West Bengal elections 2026, and that is exactly something that is not in line with any kind of a scheduled offence. These are documents that are not needed to the Enforcement Directorate, is what the charge of the Trinamool Congress has been before the Calcutta High Court. Remember that the matter was listed at 10:30 before a single judge bench of the Calcutta High Court. However, since the Enforcement Directorate also mentioned that they have filed a petition before the Calcutta High Court, the hearing would now be taking place at 2:30 before a single judge bench of Justice Shubhra of
Absolutely.
In fact,
Ananya, I'll come back to you in just a bit. We are learning of high drama that is happening, where we are also talking about big charges by the AD against the Bengal police. They are saying, and they are talking about an overreach on part of the authority. The EDs also said that the state police is working in collusion with the Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee in a flagrant disregard of law, forcible theft, illegal removal of digital devices and documents is the claim by the Enforcement Directorate. My colleague Anshul has got us that information. Anshul, high drama that is emerging out of where you are standing, and now this ED plea also that you've managed to access.
Well, yes, this entire ED plea that has been accessed by CNN News 18 actually very clearly states that the manner in which Mamata Banerjee initially barged in and took away the documents is actually subversion of justice, and that is what the Enforcement Directorate has now told the court. In fact, over here at the Parliament Street Police Station, where the 8 MPs have been kept in detention, they have just tried to walk out, and they are addressing the media at this point in time. But this is a very important petition, and the kind of charges that have been put forth from the side of the Enforcement Directorate, these are actually very, very serious in nature. In fact, the Enforcement Directorate has gone ahead and put out a very important charge that wrongful restraint and confinement of ED officers had happened in Kolkata, and interference with Section 17 which is, of the PMLA, which is search is as per illegal and unconstitutional, is what the Enforcement Directorate has to say. Not only this, but the Enforcement Directorate has gone ahead and put a massive charge against the Chief Minister of West Bengal, and they have said that forcible theft and illegal removal of digital devices.
Can we see what Derek O'Brien is trying to say before the media? We can also, because you just mentioned that Kirti Azad and other leaders have been addressing the media while they were outside the Parliament Street Police Station. There was a lot of drama, and we are putting out those visuals of when these MPs were detained by the police. High drama that emerged from the national capital as this entire story shifted from West Bengal to Delhi.
Brought to the Parliament Street Police Station. We were protesting very peacefully this morning, a group of us, 8 MPs, outside the Home Ministry.
All right, there you see Mahua Moitra talking about how all the MPs were forcibly detained by the police, and this is the argument that the Trinamool Congress leaders have been making as they try to storm at the residence and the offices of the Union Home Minister Amit Shah is when the detention really happened, and that's where the drama shifted from West Bengal to Delhi. But there is more that is happening in Bengal. There's this ED plea that we're talking about, a counter complaint by the Trinamool Congress. Mamata Banerjee has already gone on record and said something scathing against the Union Home Minister. Kamalika, with all of those details, is with us. Kamalika, what does one say about this? In fact, let's first play out that reaction by Mahua Moitra.
The second thing is, you see some names here on this poster. The names are Ajay Pawar, the Prime Minister in Maharashtra running the government with the BJP. Second name, Himanta Bisa Sarma. He was in the Louis Berger scam and he was supposed to be in jail, said Mr. Amit Shah. Where is he today? He is Mr. Mastermind for the Northeast, for the BJP and Chief Minister of Assam. What name do you see here after that? Suvendu Adhikari. Suvendu Adhikari was caught on camera taking money. Caught on camera. Where is he today? Leader of the opposition in Bengal. Who do you see here? Narayan Rane, who's been accused of numerous scams. Where is he? In the Maharashtra government. So why is the ED selectively only for the opposition and a washing machine for those that the BJP like? Today at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, our leader, the Tigress Mamata Banerjee, nobody else has the guts. And today, nobody else, no opposition leader had the guts to do what she did yesterday. While the ED's illegal raid was going on, Didi went into the premises and she tried and saved our party's documents and our party's information. She's leading a march today from Jadavpur 8B bus stand to Hazra Mode, and all the public of Calcutta will join her, and we will show the BJP that these tricks on the eve of an election will backfire.
He says that documents were stolen, evidences were stolen.
And let's now take this across to my colleagues Kamalika and Anshul, who continue to be with us on the broadcast. Kamalika, I was earlier asking you about this drama that has shifted to the national capital, how the Trinamool Congress MPs try to storm to the offices of the Union Home Minister. What is said by the Chief Minister of West Bengal against Amit Shah yesterday? She'd gone on record and directly charged Amit Shah of some kind of collusion with the Enforcement Directorate, trying to go ahead and do this conspiracy, stealing data of the Trinamool Congress, and that's what these ED raids were all about, is the accusation that the Trinamool Congress through Mamata Banerjee has been making. Now, we just played out that reaction of Mahua Moitra. She speaks about this march in West Bengal, in Calcutta, by Mamata Banerjee that starts at 2 today. Kamalika.
See, let me first tell you that exclusive information which we have, and that's only with CNN News 18, is that Mamata Banerjee herself has filed a complaint against the ED. Now, that is something which is very big and very significant. It is not Trinamool Congress, neither it is Pratik Jain, but it is Mamata Banerjee herself who has filed a complaint against the ED, where she has mentioned that it is clearly a case of data theft. The fact that whatever she was raising yesterday in her speeches, in her statements, that they tried to forcefully enter and take the documents of her party. That is what she is saying. You know, if the case would have been lodged by Trinamool Congress also, it would have not got that much of weight. In one side, we see that ED is going to present in the court the important factor that none other than the Chief Minister, she came and tried to intervene into the investigation. On the other hand, an exclusive information which we have is that Mamata Banerjee herself files a complaint against the ED. This is one complaint which has been filed against ED. There is another complaint which has come up, which has been registered as an FIR now, is that a suo motu case has been registered by the police Shakespeare Thana. What case they have made? They have made a case that they are government servants, and when they were not informed that ED will be raiding in Calcutta in this area. When the Kolkata
Okay.
police went there, they were confronted by the CRPF of ED. That's what their version is. So high-scale drama in court is expected.
Absolutely,
at around-
because there is a counter that's coming in from the ED. The ED is also filed this case against the West Bengal police, talking about how they have worked in collusion with the Chief Minister in a flagrant disregard of law and order. This is the ED case. My colleague Anshul with those details, and he's also at the Parliament Street police station in the national capital, from where all of these detained TMC MPs are coming out and addressing the media. Anshul?
So yes, right behind me is the Parliament Street Police Station, and yet again the gates of the Parliament Street Police Stations have been closed. The MPs just came out and gave a media bite, and then yet again they have gone inside. They continue to maintain that this entire raid was illegal. But on the other hand, this has been made absolutely clear from the side of the Enforcement Directorate that the raids that were conducted were under Section 17 of the PMLA, and they had the legal right to conduct these searches. But the Enforcement Directorate, the manner in which Mamata Banerjee entered and barged into the location in which these raids were taking place, that is something that is absolutely illegal and is subversion of justice, is what the Enforcement Directorate has to say. Also, a very big charge that has been raised from the side of the Enforcement Directorate against Mamata Banerjee is that she stole important documents and evidences from the hands of the Enforcement Directorate officers. Not only this, but also the charge is that the Enforcement Directorate officers were in fact were captured by the police officers over there. So all these important points have been put forth from the side of the Enforcement Directorate. At 2:30 is the hearing in the Calcutta High Court. It remains to be seen what has the Calcutta High Court to say regarding the petition that has now been filed by the Enforcement Directorate.
Right, Anshul. Thank you so much for bringing us all of that information. So the drama continues both in West Bengal and the national capital, and we have our eyes on that story. But right now we go into a very short break.